Where else can a student get their pilot's license, research a cure for cancer, or become the next Dizzy Gillespie? We'll tell you how the Houston Independent School District offers students the opportunity to do all this and so much more. We'll also meet the man who will lead the redesigning of technology in HISD. What will this new technology plan mean to our students, teachers, and support staff? All this next on Faces and Places. HISD is a district of choice. There is so much to choose from. The laundry list includes magnet programs, early college, gifted and talented, early childhood centers, and there's much more. But today we'll focus on HISD's magnet programs, where students can study a particular interest such as science, math, or fine arts. Joining me today to talk about HISD's magnet programs is Assistant Superintendent of School Choice, Lupita Hinojosa. Lupita, even though it seems like school just started, many of our parents are already thinking about next year and the magnet programs or the schools they want their children to attend. How can they find out more about these schools and what kind of schools are out there for our kids to attend?
Absolutely. Our magnet recruitment is just about ready to kick off. So I'd like to invite our parents to visit our website, the HoustonISD.org website. Go to the Office of School Choice, look up for School Choice, click on School Choice, and there parents will be able to see the portfolio of schools that HISD has to offer. Specifically, on magnets, we have 113 magnet schools that our parents can select from for their children. So yes, it's actually time now in November to start thinking about next year.
Now, you mentioned magnet schools, and I know we have magnet schools, we have Vanguard schools, we have gifted and talented schools, we have academies. How does a parent separate one from another?
And you know, sometimes it is confusing, especially to new parents coming into the district. And again, I'd like to invite our parents to go to the School Choice website. When you visit that website, it will give you the different types of schools that we have. First and foremost, our neighborhood schools. So you click on neighborhood schools and you'll see our schools, close to 300 schools that we have. Next tab will show the parents our magnet schools. And then, of course, right next to them, we have our own charter schools. So by visiting our website, parents will get a good understanding about the portfolio of schools that we have. If you dig a little deeper, if you go into our magnet schools, you'll find that we have two types of magnet schools. One is Vanguard magnets, which is just what you were talking about, and then we have our theme-based magnets. So now, Vanguard magnet schools are for children or students that have been identified as gifted and talented. So there is a test that children must take and qualify to be labeled as gifted and talented. Once a child is identified as gifted and talented, then they may apply for Vanguard magnet schools.
So when can parents apply for these different programs?
Actually, parents can begin applying now. On November the 5th, we made all applications available. They are available online and then at your neighborhood schools. So parents can start applying now, and for the rest of the year, the applications are due on January 6, 2012. So parents have about 2 months to apply for our magnet programs.
You've indicated that if they go online to the web, they can find out about these school choices. Mm-hmm. But if a parent doesn't have access, can they come here to the Hattie Mae Administration Building and find out the information?
Absolutely. First and foremost, absolutely, go to our websites. But we understand that many parents do not have the ability to have internet, maybe at home. So there's a couple of options. Parents can visit their neighborhood school, just right down the street, go to the school. They can either use the school computers in the library to log on to the website, or we have brochures available at the schools. And then if not, come down, come see us here at our administration building off of West 18th, and they can either come here, get paper copies, or sit and talk to one of our specialists in the Office of School Choice. We'd be happy to discuss the options that parents have available.
So talking with these specialists, a family can come in and find out what program might fit the needs of their child.
Absolutely, and that's a good point to talk about, Mr. Rodriguez, is that when parents are selecting schools for their children, we or parents should really talk to their children and look at what are their students' or children's needs, maybe what are their interests, and then what are they good at? So if a child is very interested in mathematics, we can, or parents can, explore schools that have programs that focus in the area of mathematics. So children may be interested in attending one of our STEM magnet programs. Those are science, math, technology and engineering programs, and or they may be interested in going to one of our programs that focuses on technology, such as our integrated technology. So I really invite parents to sit down with their children and say, it's time to start planning for next year. What are you interested in? What do you want to study? And then parents can also look at what are the instructional needs of their children as they make their decisions for schools to apply to next year.
I know it's one of our initiatives to talk about math and science and the STEM programs, but we also have some very good fine art magnet programs, right?
Absolutely. When you look at HISD, and just in the past decade, I really have to say that our portfolio of schools has actually deepened and strengthened with the vision of the board in giving us the charge to providing quality instructional programs for our students. You can look for magnets that focus in the arts, music, dance, theater. You can look for programs that focus on health science. So we just opened a new health science magnet school at Whidbey Elementary. It used to be a Montessori program. Now it is a health science program, really understanding the need for those areas of study for our children. We can look at environmental science programs. I'd love for parents to visit Berry Elementary, a brand new state-of-the-art building that we built through our bond program, and they focus on environmental science, also communication magnets, of course our Montessori magnets that focus on building that independent learner. So really, in HISD, we do have choices and options for parents to choose from when they think about a school for their child.
Going back to science, I know we have some schools that have science programs, and all our elementary schools now have science labs. What is the difference between a science program and a science lab?
And that's a very good question, Mr. Rodriguez. Parents are always asking. So I'm at a neighborhood school right down the street. They have a science lab. They have a science program. What's the difference between my neighborhood school and those that are considered magnets? I have to say, first and foremost, our neighborhood schools are doing a phenomenal job in teaching science. Our magnet schools will go deeper. They will do what neighborhood schools are doing and then extend the learning. So children are exposed to broad area of science, they're specifically going to be working on project-based learning and ensuring that what we're learning in these science magnet schools are related to the community, to society, and really preparing a child for a future career in the area of science.
So we've talked about the different choices. We've talked about some of the application and timelines. What is the application process? How does a parent get his child into one of these schools?
And you know, sometimes we think, oh, it's going to be a long process. I really want to invite our parents, our guardians that are watching, to definitely visit our website, download the application, or go to your neighborhood school. Applications are available there. Applications are this year going to be a lot simpler than they've been in the past. Really just a one-page application, and in the back they'll see the list of all schools that are available. Applications must be submitted by January 6th. Some schools in middle school and in high school may require a type of test or may require a child to audition, such as our fine arts magnets. Once the parent submits the application on January 6th, the applications are processed. If any information is needed or a test or audition needs to be scheduled, the parents can expect a phone call to schedule that test or to schedule that audition. Parents will then be notified by March 23rd if their child qualified for the program and then if they are accepted. And then our parents have until April 9th to notify us if they are accepting the invitation to attend that program.
We're almost out of time. How many schools can a child apply to?
As many as the parent and the child want to apply for. We really do not want children and parents to limit their selection process. So yes, you can apply to as many theme-based magnet programs. If they're interested in Vanguard programs, that is a separate application, one application, and on that one application, they list their top 3 choices. But for our theme-based magnets, apply to as many as you would like to.
Real quick, what happens if a child is accepted to more than one program? How soon do they have to make a decision?
As I was sharing with you, Mr. Rodriguez, definitely we want our parents to select at their choice, one choice by April 9th, and notify the school. Let that school know, yes, I'm coming, or no, I'm not coming, because we have so many children that are on waiting list. Once you decline, we will move a child into that spot.
Thank you for being here with us today, Lupita. It's been a wealth of information. I hope our parents take advantage of the portal of our office here of School Choice and make a decision and get their children in one of the schools that they're interested in.
Absolutely. We want our parents to definitely choose the very best, and we want them to choose HISD.
If you would like more information about HISD's magnet programs, call up the individual school or ask questions or schedule an appointment to go by and visit. The Magnet Department has a website full of information. Go to www.houstonisd.org/magnet or call 713-556-6947. Stay with us as we introduce to you Arnold Villamontes, the new Chief Technology Information Officer.